I got 2 today for my roofer in Atlanta. Super happy to hear that I also have reached a new milestone with getting that appointment of getting 600 all-time partner appointments. But with that appointment, it was manufacturer, 50,000 square feet, looking actually to get some PM plans and repairs done. I spoke with him about a month and a half ago, told me to call him to be able to set an appointment with him leading into the fall. They already have a rough scope that they're looking at, so we're going to be meeting with him next Thursday, and he was super excited to meet with us. He's going to accept the calendar invite right when we send it, but he was looking forward to it as well as we are. And then I got one this afternoon. It's with a hotel. Chief engineer said that they have some active issues. It's a built-up roof, about 30,000 square feet property, and just want to get pricing for some repairs and what a replacement would look like.
I got an appointment for my New York City, they're in Manhattan, IT firm. This morning it was with the IT director at what I thought was a nonprofit. They actually work with nonprofits. They're a for-profit organization. I had originally spoke to the president. She pushed me down to this IT director. So they are hybrid. They're working with an IT firm right now that's handling a lot of like the maintenance on their servers. They're handling their emails and their network security. So outsourced it for a few things. They actually had a security incident last year, he had mentioned, so not super confident on their ability to handle that side of things. So we're going to talk to him in about a week and a half here virtually. They have 120 users across, it's just one location. They have some legacy servers, but mostly in the cloud. So once we talk about that, as well as a phone system, he said their contract's up in February of 2027. So coming up on that, so let's talk about some options.
I got 3 appointments today. The first one is going to be for my client out in Virginia Beach. I reached out to the president. I spoke with her, had a great conversation. She has active needs. They're actively looking. She said, hey, can we get the appointment for this Thursday? I said, yes, we can do that. He's available. So we set that one up. They have about 30 users, and again, they're actively looking. So that should be a good one. Looking forward to it. And then we got 2 more today, both for our client out in Grand Rapids. Spoke to the IT director of a manufacturing company with about 30 users. He wanted the meeting on site, so we set it for an on-site meeting. Looking forward to that one taking place. And then we got another one for Grand Rapids as well. It's a larger nonprofit, about 300 users. Spoke to the IT director there. They currently have a company for co-managed services. However, he's open to seeing an apples-to-apples comparison. So should be a good one. Looking forward to those.
I set 2 HVAC appointments today so far. The first one was with my client in Indiana. I set it with a property management company, their chief engineer. He oversees 41 different properties, and they only have one HVAC provider that they're running pretty thin on, so they're looking for another option. And then I also set one for my HVAC client in Texas, and that was with a school district. They oversee 8 different schools, I think like 12 different buildings, and a lot of their older units they haven't been able to keep up with the preventative maintenance, so they're looking for an option there.
I got 2 appointments today. My first one was with my Florida roofer. It's with 180,000 square foot assisted living, 2 different buildings. One is having some active leaks, so we're going to go out there next week. The other one was with my Pennsylvania roofer. It's with a manufacturing facility, about 200,000 square feet, so we're going to be going out there next week.
Got one for my Las Vegas IT client. Really good conversation. It's with an engineering consulting firm. They have 50 users and over 50 devices, and their MSP has been going a different direction than their plan. So it seems like there's a little bit of unevenness with what they need and what they're paying. So that's where we come in. We're going to get them a competitive quote in a couple weeks here, on-site appointment. They have some on-site servers and a little bit of cloud-based, so I know we'll be able to get them what they need and get them some numbers. It'll be a good one.
Calling on behalf of our St. Mary's, Kansas client earlier today. Ran into a property manager over in Kansas City, Missouri. We happened to do work over there. She said no leaking in one building, but there was leaks in the other building that she managed, so we're going to go ahead and hit that building. She said there's about 6 buildings at that property, so we're looking at about 50,000 square feet.
I set the 8th appointment for St. Louis Roofer this
Tony's in the
one.
shop.
It's with an equipment manufacturer. I spoke with the manager. He said they have all sorts of leaks and issues. They need a new roof. So he wants a quote. We're going to get out there next week. It's a EPDM roof, about 32,000 square feet, so it should be a good one.
Got one for our IT partner in Charleston this morning. It's perfect timing, really good one. I spoke with the partner of a consulting firm. She said that her CPA has been asking her to reevaluate their IT situation frustration because they think they're getting price gouged and being charged for things that they're not actually using. You know, charging maybe somebody for a device when they only have an email, this, that, and the other. All that to say, they're not happy. There are some pain points there. So went ahead and set her up with my client in a couple of weeks once she gets back from some travel and projects. And they have one physical location near my client, a couple of folks that have to remote in, so they have to think about that as well. So it should be a pretty good one.
So I've been doing some closed deal and proposal post and daily recaps as well. And then I've been doing my grading in 10 out of 10. So just doing that and more to come, I'm sure.
Got our subscription started for Trust Index. I've just been building a bunch of review widgets and implementing them on some of our client sites.
Had a website update I had to go through for Microtech. They had like a link calendar for the owner. Wanted to get rid of that on all the pages, so went ahead and did that, and then finished up social media.
Reaching out to some more people. I think I got like 4 or 5 offers we're working up to get out for more SDRs and BDRs and some internship stuff. Got career fairs coming up in the next month, so I gotta get ready for that, and that's about it.
Been doing some payroll prep, and then I had a meeting with a client who came back in town, so me and Emma went through and did a meeting with them. I've got a Balto build this afternoon, and then just reviewing payroll.
I've been working on surveys, working on adding different types of questions. So you got your little star widgets on there. A lot of different types for questionnaires. That's what I'm working on.
I've got like 4 or 5 meetings today, so just working on getting the emails going for that. And then I have an e-sign that I have to do for the managers today, so I'm working on that today.
Yeah, so I was able to get 4 appointments today. So I got 1 appointment for my my client, my IT client in Buffalo. Smaller opportunity. I think say maybe like 10 users, but we're going to be with them late September. It was with a manufacturing company, and then I got 3 appointments for my IT client in Ocala. The first one was a 27 user. I believe it was like a dentist office. Then I had another one that was 35 users, and then my last one that I got was with a construction company, and they had 600 users. All of those were scheduled for September, so he has a book September, so it should be some good meetings.
I got 3 today amongst my clients out in Ohio, all IT. The first one was a healthcare provider. It was with the practice manager. Originally no interest from the end of last year. They are working with a company now. They're in a contract until next summer. But we got a comparison set up for their evaluations next year. I wasn't able to confirm the users or servers. They do have 2 locations, so I'll try to get some of that information before that one. She was unavailable for the beginning of September, so that one's on the 24th of September. And then the second one was with a mechanical contractor with an email appointment, so I also have not confirmed the details on that one yet. From what I can see, it looks like it's 100 to 250 employees doing several $1 million in revenue. So looking forward to hearing how that one goes, right in my client's wheelhouse. The third one was with an electrical contractor. They are also working with a company, but was also open to seeing how we could help them with the projects that they do for their clients. They have 25 phones, 10 to 12 computers that a variety of their employees use. That one is set up for next Thursday, so I'm looking forward to hearing how that one goes.
I got 2 today for my roofer out in Philadelphia. First one, I ended up speaking with the maintenance director at an assisted living facility. Got to talking. He actually used to be a roofer himself before he ended up doing this position, and so he checks out a lot of it himself. But he mentioned that he doesn't really have any vendors to go to for when things pop up. So we're going out for a bit of an introduction and getting set up on the vendor list, and that's going to be in a couple of weeks. And then the second one, I spoke with another maintenance director who oversees 2 facilities. They're actually looking at quite a big project, replacing 2 roofs and getting solar panels added on top of that. So we're going to be going out next Thursday to look at that, and should be a really good opportunity.
I got a really good meeting for our roofing client down in Sarasota this morning. I spoke with the property manager. It was actually really funny. He hung up on me on accident, called me back, told me they were looking for a soft launch for all their roofs. They got 21 Spanish tile buildings. It's over 200,000 square feet total. We're actually pushing this a lot right now, going into the winter for Florida. It looks like a lot of people have been needing their roofs cleaned, so that's what we've been pushing, that we can go in there, get repairs done and the replacements done later as well. So really exciting opportunity for our client out in Sarasota. Excited to hear how it goes and can't wait to see it close.
I just got my 7th on the month for my Indianapolis software client. This was with a fabricator. We had spoken earlier in the year, and there was some interest there. Timing wasn't great though. So I had initially spoken with the guy in engineering. He referenced their operations guy. So I reached out to both of them. The operations guy returned my call actually early this morning. So got in touch with him. He was more than open to hearing about our software rollout and see what could apply to them over there. So we got that set for the week after next. Pretty excited about it. I know my clients were really wanting me to get these guys on the books. So yeah, it should be a pretty good one.
I got 2 today for my client out in Pennsylvania. The first is with a mechanical contractor in the area, about 35 users. Been with the same company for a long time, never compared. Said response time isn't the best, and they're a little expensive, so we're going to get in there, get them a competitive quote. Then the second one was with a manufacturer in the area, about 50 users, currently operating in a hybrid environment. Same kind of way, been a while since they evaluated, want to get a cost comparison, so we're going to get in there, learn a little bit more about them, and get them over a competitive quote.